Hi everybody, Kaiwaza with you. Welcome back to my channel and my continuing journey through my Hawaiian record collection. Now we're going to pick up where we left off last week. Pardon if I'm a little bit disheveled. I just got back from work and I have some clothes in the dryer right now, and I just got out of the shower and my hair is still kind of wet. But I wanted to go ahead and do this video quickly because we do have a tropical storm, not a hurricane, tropical storm that's supposed to be coming through Maui and Oahu. Honestly, I don't know whether it's like tonight or tomorrow afternoon, Thursday, something in this area, the cone of uncertainty or whatever. So anyway, I wanted to go ahead and do this and upload it, try and get it out onto the interwebs before our power probably goes off, because the power, actually it hasn't been as bad as it used to be, but it used to be like several years ago. I swear the power went out here. If we had gusty trade winds, the power went out like 3 times a month or something, but it hasn't done that as much lately, so maybe we won't lose power. I don't know, but I thought I wanted to do this before I lost power. So let's continue where we left off, and we're talking right now, we're showing the Makaha Sons of Niihau albums. I showed the first few that I have the last video, and we're going to show the rest and maybe a little bit more in this video. And since they were one of the most influential groups of the 1970s and 1980s here in Hawaii, I thought, what is more 1970s Hawaiian attire than this in my shirt collection, which is, believe it or not, a long sleeve Hawaiian polyester wide collar shirt. It is hot as heck, let me tell you. So I don't wear it very often. And I also have this, which is very 1970s, these things too. Anyway, in honor of the 70s. So the next album up by the Makaha Sons of Niihau is called Keala, and it actually is from 1978. Now everybody has their favorites and their own reasons. This is on Poki Records, but I would say this is probably my personal favorite of the Makaha Sons of Niihau records, Keala. Only because it has there's so many of the songs on this album that I really like, rather than a few here or there. I really like a lot of the songs on this album, and it also has steel guitar, which, you know, I'm very partial to steel guitar. Not all of the Makaha Sons albums have steel guitar, only maybe I think 3 of them or something. But I love this one, Kapua E. I love that song. Sand, Aia I Kamaui, I love their arrangement of that. Kiss Me Love, which is kind of a classic invitation song. Koloke o Maui, Aloha Kamanini. I like this album a lot. As I said, 1978, Poki Records.
Kiss me, love, my darling.
And here's one. There's no date on this, but I think it's 79 or 78 or something. I don't know. This was kind of a more independent project away from Poki Records. Hank's Place, which is where they performed and kind of became well known, which is a very, very local, not touristy kind of place. Hank's Place presents Makaha Sons of Niihau live. This is a live album, so there is a lot of like bantering and whatever back and forth, sometimes between the musicians and the audience, and there's applause and all of that, so it's a live recording. The very classic song came off of this, Hawaii 78. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but it's kind of spoken quite a bit by Israel and then sung, but it's about lamenting the loss of land and how there's developments, and the king and the queen of old are walking the land and talking about how sad they are about the situation. So it was a very, you know, big song for them. And this is like the private kind of label, Ohana Records. From no date, but I'm thinking it must be like 78, 79, something like that. Then we're back with Pokey Records. This one's from 1979, and it's self-titled, The Makaha Sons of Niihau. It's a nice album too. I mean, they're all good albums, but I like Queen's Jubilee, YLI, really nice arrangement of that. Kona Moon. Oh, what's interesting, I guess, I should say about this album is that this one did not have original compositions or lesser known songs, whatever. The intention here on this album is these are all songs that were recorded and are well known by other artists, so they were covering them and doing their own distinctive versions.
Well, I will call the winds only know the good times around the bend. Get in my car, going too far, never coming back again. Tired and worn, I woke up this morning, found that
Then we have the 1981 album, Mahalo Ke Akua, which is like thanks to God.
Kapu kapu na makaha o kaupua, kei ke aku, kaanapa I kanta o kawaloa, e mea mili Haina koleile.
And this one again on Pokey Records. I'm on the other side because I can't quite see when I put it up to the iPad there. Now here you see I mentioned in the last video sometimes that their manager was like, okay, you're kind of moving up, you're getting, more better paying and more elaborate and swankier gigs, and you got to kind of upgrade your look a little bit because they were like well, this isn't bad here at all, but a lot of times they're wearing t-shirts and things. I commented on that, like, so they did start to do that, and it was very noticeable, more professional look from them. This album here, Puana Ho Make Aloha.
Can you hear rushing waters near the valley down below?
I mean, again, this is another nice. The album, they didn't do a bad album. You know what I mean? Their music is beautiful. Their harmonies are wonderful. The arrangements are great on all the records.
Children laughing only as they slide all the way. Hear the laughter in the air. Birds sing everywhere. Wipe ahead for.
Okay, and this we come to the last album of theirs on vinyl. This was the last vinyl record they did. It's from the year 1986, called Ho'ola. Now, 1986 was, I lived through this, and now I'm trying to remember, but it was the year of the Hawaiian, declared the year of the Hawaiian. Was Waihee the governor? I think there was a Hawaiian governor, George Waihee, I think, at that time. My mind right now. And I was there. I was working at KCCN during this time, actually. And it was the year of the Hawaiian, and this album came out during the year of the Hawaiian. And there's a song on it that they wrote specifically for the year of the Hawaiian, Ho'ola La Hui Hawaii, which just kind of means like carry forward, Hawaiian nation. And it features the Makaha Sons with an auntie of theirs, Jean Ilealoha Beniamina, and it's like a beautiful song. I love the song. So pretty. Beautiful, beautiful song. Again, a great album. great arrangements, and their arrangements getting more and more complex, I think, as time goes by. This album probably the most complex. Beautiful record, beautiful record. Okay, hola. I am going to stop there. They continued on, but I should say, I'll do a little comment, I won't say too much about it, but this was also the last album they did together as a group. There are quite a few different stories as to what happened, so I will not delve into that because there's different things floating around, but at any rate, Israel Kamakawiwa Ole here, one of the original members, his brother, who also was Skippy, had passed away at some point a few years, previous to this, and they had kept recording without him, and there was some change in membership, but, fairly stable. Some of the original members were brought back who had left, and some of the other people were permanent. So anyway, this guy, Israel Kamakawiwa Ole, left the group and had a solo career. If you're not familiar with the name Israel Kamakawiwa Ole, you might be familiar with the name Brada Is. You might be familiar with the song. You probably are if you've lived basically anywhere in the world at this point. I think you probably heard his version of Over the Rainbow, ukulele singing kind of with a ukulele reggae-ish kind of beat, Over the Rainbow. And he did a bunch of it, which was in a movie, 50 First Dates, right? And then he also has done a lot of cover songs of like What a Wonderful World and In This Life and some others, and they were very well known and kind of played around the world, and I hear them everywhere I go in the world. I hear some of those songs playing on a music system somewhere. So was extremely well known. He has passed away, but was extremely well known. The Makaha Sons of Niihau continued recording CDs. They dropped the of Niihau because the Kamakawiwa Ole brothers were the ones whose parents were from Niihau, so they just went by the name Makaha Sons after that, and they continued to record CDs like forever. They still have been every so often, although I think, don't quote me on this, I know one of them passed away recently, also, and I'm not sure what's going to happen with them musically or whatever, but they continue to do, as the Makaha Sons, they continue to do amazingly beautiful, beautiful records and CDs. So a lot of respect for Makaha Sons of Niihau. And that's it for today. So we will start, more albums and new letters, new groups, whatever, artists on the next video. So thank you for watching, and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and leave any comments if you have any of these records or anything like that. I did meet Bertaeus. I actually was in the studio with him when I used to work at KCCN for a while. He was a guest DJ, and I was running the board for him. Just, by the way. Okay, that's it. Y'all have a good week. And take care on the East Coast. I know you're getting ready to have an actually big, huge hurricane, and hopefully things will be fine here. It's just a tropical storm. Okay, take care.